Hey everyone, this is Sue Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about my Fan Expo experience. So if you haven't known this about me, I've been going to Fan Expo since 2014. The last time I went was 2018, so I've gone 5 times in a row. This year in 2019 I didn't happen to go just because money-wise and the lineup and casts, I just didn't think it was worth spending the money to go to Toronto this year. So every year it's called Fan Expo Canada, so it'll happen in, I don't know, like it could happen Ottawa, Toronto. One I always go to is Toronto. Halifax, Calgary, Vancouver. I'm trying to remember some other places all around Canada, but it's mostly just the big name places they'll go to. But mine is Toronto. I usually go to. So, anyways, the first year I went was 2014 with one of my good friends, Josh Goodfellow, and he ended up finding out from this from like the Space Channel. I think they did like it was just like a broadcast about like, oh, Fan Expo happening in Toronto. Like it was just a random thing that he told me about, and he was like, sent me this link and told me check the site out. This is like something our upper alleyway that we've always been talking about. It's like San Diego Comic-Con, but it's just in Toronto, so it's like right there for us. We don't have to go all across US to do these like stupid full plane flights and 5 detours to get to fucking San Diego. We can just go to Toronto, and that works for me. I'm fine, because San Diego Comic-Con apparently now is just fucking so stupid and crazy. It's just nuts. I'm never probably going to go unless I'm a celebrity and then end up going to a panel to show my shit, but that will probably never happen. But anyways, getting off topic, so he ended up giving me the whole spiel and sent me the website. It's Fan Expo Canada. You can literally do Fan Expo Toronto, and it'll send you that link to like Toronto's and what they'll have next year. I don't think they have anything out right now, but you can see what they had out last year. The first year we went, I was pretty excited. We ended up getting a hotel like a few blocks away, so it wasn't too far. So we went the Saturday, Sunday, because you can usually go. There's multiple, like there's VIP, premium, platinum, and then there's just like the day passes. You can buy like a day pass. So a day pass one day is like $10, another day is $15, another day is $20. So it all depends. So the Thursday is the preview day. That's when everything's set up. You can go look at everything. That's when you want to buy all your artwork. Pretty much you do like a quick roundabout, then you pick out, okay, I want this picture artwork, because usually things will be like 3 for $15 for a nice like shot of like some artwork, pretty much, or like up artist alleyway. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. And then it happens to have not a lot of celebrities. It's mostly just a few voice actors mainly, and then like all the comic book people are there in artist alleyway. So when you walk in, usually it'll be the entrance. So you go through and you have to go through like some elevators and shit. It's the Metro Convention Center. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So you go in, and it's like it's like 2 huge fucking areas. It's like 2 floors, 2 in both of them, or just one? Yeah, just one. And then there's a balcony in like where all the celebrities are. So you walk in, you could pretty much, there's like a big rack of shirts. There's just merch everywhere, pretty much in that section. It's mainly just like toys and action figures, and all like that nerdy kind of like shirts and stuff like that, hats. Mostly just like pictures that you can get celebrities to sign, because the celebrity wall, it's like right there, you'll see it, and it's just like screaming at you. Like sometimes it'll have a celebrity's picture right there, it'll always have their name, and then that's when you go line up, ask the very polite people at the working security who aren't really that nice. They're fucking dicks all the time. But anyways, we're going to talk about them. So anyways, you have to line up most of the time, and then like if you don't know what you're doing, you can go get a spiel from someone. And if you don't know this, you're paying. I guess before this, when I found out along like a couple years ago that apparently before you didn't have to pay jack shit. Once you paid your fee, your ticket to get in, most of the actors and celebrities, I guess, you got your signatures. You got like signatures and pictures, I guess, for free. But now you're paying like fucking like $30. Let's say. Okay, so if you don't know Dragon Ball Z, I met Sean Schimmel, and I got a signature from him the first year, or is it the first year? I think it was first or second year, but it was, I think, $35, I think, just for a signature, and we shoot the shit for like, I think usually for that anime people and like the voice actors, you get more of like you can have like 10 more minutes maybe, like usually with like an actual actor, like a famous person, let's say, like with Aquaman when I met him one time. It was maybe like a signature and then heads up. I met Stan Lee. It was just like they literally had shit signing for him, and like it was just like they're passing it. You didn't even like, you literally couldn't even say anything to him, shake his hand. So like that experience kind of sucked for me. But either way, I got a signature from Stan Lee from the very last time at Fan Expo that he was there at Fan Expo Canada for Toronto. So that was pretty cool, but it was worth money. Michael J. Fox one year too. That was pretty. I'm getting off topic now. I'll go back to all the famous people I met and all the cash I dropped eventually too, and mostly will drop me around saying I'm fucking crazy, but I don't care. This is what I like. But anyway, so first year it went awesome. Me and my best friend, one of my best friends, we hit Toronto up for the weekend. It was fun. We basically just didn't do much. We went to the con, did our thing. Like it, for me, the first time experiencing it, it was fucking unreal. That's how I can describe it. Like I walked in, like my heart was racing. I felt like I was at home. Like everything felt surreal. It was so packed, but like that's the one thing I didn't like. It was very packed with people. So if like, make sure you wear deodorant, not too much spray. Wear stuff that like airs out so you're not sweating, because you will fucking sweat. It is hot when you're with, like, when you're going through crowds of people. You're like this with your backpack. Make sure you wear a backpack so you got that extra movement to get through people. It fucking helps, I'm telling you. Cash always on handy. And there's like convention people there, so you could buy like Funko Pops there, like fake real memorabilia. Like I'm trying to think right now, like just stuff artists have made up. Like so you're in like the main place still. I'm gonna stay in the celebrity booth still. So Toronto was pretty fucking sweet. And who did we meet that year? That year I went as Green Arrow, who was just as the Arrow, and I got like tons of pictures there. So when you raced in cosplay, like people, like literally, it was fucking crazy. Like my buddy had to keep taking pictures of like me and other people, and like he had to, like, it was fucking so funny because I just felt like very popular at that time, and I just felt like this thing that I never felt before, where I felt wanted in a sense, where like someone wanted my picture like that. Like it was so intense. Like I had multiple people like run up to me and like stop me like when I was going up the elevator asking for pictures. It was awesome. That was the first year. Other years it just got way more crazier, and we'll talk about that. So the first year went awesome. I met the Arrow that year. It was good. I think it was $60 to meet him. I can't remember. But yeah, for signature, and shot the shit. I think it was during season 2. So season 3 was just starting filming with Ra's al Ghul, and I tried to ask him who the cast is at, and he didn't really have an answer for me. He just kind of laughed and then just signed the shit, and I just walked away pretty much, because, you know, like, you get that lull where it's like literally you get like maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes with the guy, depending like who you are. Maybe if you're like, I'm not going to say this, just like, I don't know how to describe it, but whatever. Like most people, you get like your quick shit. If you can have a quick, like my one friend from the later years I go with, he can always say the right thing to a celebrity, and we can get that extra couple minutes to talk with them. It's fucking awesome. So that's why I usually like going with him. But anyways, getting off the topic. So 2014 was a good year. We went for the 2 days. I went as Green Arrow. It was fucking amazing. I got a lot of good concept art. If you check my Facebook page, you'll see a lot of all that. The first 2 years, I post a lot of shit on my Facebook stuff for what I went through and what we did. And a lot of good cosplays too that year. Like, it's fucking, you'll be amazed. Like, there's so many people there, and like there's so many elevators and like stairways you're walking through. Like, you'll see someone that you've never seen like the whole weekend maybe, and then like it's fucked. Like, it's so crazy. Like, there's so many like things going on. And then so I talked about where all the celebrities hang out for like the main area. I don't really know what that's called, but Artist Alleyway is pretty much what the next room's called, and that's like, it's huge. So like half the section's all like displays, so they'll have like Legos like configured up as like Batman or like TMNT guys, and they'll have like statues of like they had a statue of the Batmobile from the Dark Knight Arkham Knight game that was coming out that year, because that game was just like getting released. So they have like all the games that were coming out that year you could play there. So they had like PS4 set up, like the Switches and shit later on came out there, like Xbox Ones you could check out, like Mortal Kombat, all that stuff. And then they ended up having like big tournaments you can watch there sometimes, so that's cool. Later years they had like big displays of like Dragon Ball Z shit, so they always had like, the one right side was like, I just had crazy nerd displays of like, it wasn't really purchasing, it was just like cool picture photos with like fucking one year they had like Ragnarok, Thor and Hulk's like hammer that they fought with, and all like their suits and shit as a display piece. So it's just certain little things like that you notice. So that was pretty cool. And then you walk through and it's more games, big racks of t-shirts, and then it's all like comic books. Going through like comic books, more like nerd stuff. So you got like that areas where all the Harry Potter shit is. Shout out to the wands box. Me and my buddy bought like so many wands there. Yeah, it was a pretty good deal too. Wands. And then they have the custom t-shirt makers there, like phone case creators there too. Literally you could do that in like 2 hours for you there, I'm pretty sure. And then it's pretty much like just memorabilia and just like costumes, like Halloween costumes for kids and shit. They have one rack there. And then it's all like artist alleyway after that. It's all like comic books, tons and tons of comic books. And then it's like big pizza food shit, like pizza. And then on the other side, on the wall, you got like all the artist alleyway spot. So it's pretty much all like concept art that's like printed off sheets. It's like a limited like selection usually, but like if you go back to back years, you could pretty much see the same ones depending. So we saw a lot that we missed, but the next year we were able to get, or we couldn't remember if we got these ones because we got so many. But I remember getting like a couple that I didn't, so I was really excited about that. So it was fucking awesome. And yeah, so the first year was like a really good experience for me. And and Artist Alley also, after all the artists, they have like comic book signings there where you can go like, and like Scott Snyder from Batman, not Stan Lee was in another section, but he was always there too. Just a lot of big like headliner comic book people that go there. This year, who was it? McFarlane was there too, so that was a big signing. I missed that. I was pretty bummed. He's a pretty big guy for Spawn and SpiderMan. So after that, we flew there. So that's like, so that first year probably cost, I don't know, like $600 maybe. I can't really remember, but it was worth it. And then we go to 2015. So 2015, I remember that year, no one wanted to go with me pretty much because everyone was pretty still skeptical. I can't say it right now about going, just because I don't know how I try to explain it, and it wasn't really catching people's eyes, or they liked it but they weren't down to go kind of deal yet. And my buddy did, but they didn't want to. And that was the year I met one of my roommates' cousins, and I found out he's a big nerd, and he went the first year I went, and I didn't know that. And we ended up making sure that we would meet up this year when we went. So I pretty much flew down there by myself, got a little apartment thing by myself, and then walked around Chinatown for like fucking ever. And then I did the whole Thursday to Sunday by myself. And then, but like, I think they went, I can't remember what days they went. I think they went just for the weekend maybe. And at that time, Daryl's younger brother, I didn't know who he was at this time, and it's like my roommate's little cousin, and like the next year we end up becoming like fucking super great friends too. So it's just like funny because we were talking about this and how we didn't know each other at the time, but then the next year we're like super fucking good friends, and then we go to Fan Expo the next fucking 3 years. So it was fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have my other buddies on with the podcast too to talk about like how, like, I don't know, our experience all the other was at Fan Expo, and maybe we'll get some laughs out of it too because we had some pretty good jokes. So anyways, it was fucking me, myself, and I for the first 2 days. I can't remember who I met that year. Fuck. I went as the Green Arrow again, and I went as SpiderMan. Green Arrow all weekend. Sorry, I'm reading through my cheat sheets right now, guys. So yeah, I went through Green Arrow all weekend. I think Thursday I didn't do anything. I just rocked t-shirt and stuff just to take a break off because it was preview day, so it's not really bumping there. Friday gets a little bit busier. Saturdays where it's like, you're like, holy fuck, it's crammed in people in there. Because like, you have like the Blue Jays series versus the Yankees, like the last 2 years I went. So it was like super packed, so they literally closed down like the fucking streets most of the times because it's so packed with like nerds and baseball, like fanatics. So it's like fucked. But anyways, that year in 2015, I went as the Green Arrow, and I met Jason Momoa who played, that year he just got announced. They shot that one photo of him as being Aquaman, and that was the Batman v Superman was coming out that year, I'm pretty sure. and I had like the one photo that came out of him as like looking like Aquaman, I guess, that got released in the Batman v Superman. That's like the clip that he looks like, so I got that signed from, and that was like, I think $65. And that, the line was long. It was like an hour and a half, I think, maybe an hour wait, and it was totally fucking worth it. Oh yeah, and the first year too, I met Norman Reedus, Daryl from The Walking Dead. What the fuck up? It was so fucking sick. He was a cool guy too. And that was like $65 too. But anyways, we're gonna go back. Fast forward 2015. So 2015, and we met the Penguin, and I can't remember his name right now. I'm gonna look it up, and it's Robin Lord Taylor. He was the Penguin from the TV show Gotham, and if you don't remember, if you guys ever watch Accepted, he's the fucking crazy ADHD kid. And I told him he was fucking awesome in that show, and he said yes to shit sandwiches, and that was pretty fucking cool. He was a cool guy. And that was, I think, only like $45, because that's when Gotham like just came out. So I got him. He signed like to Adam Cheers, but he signed like his signature was like an umbrella, because the Penguin rocks an umbrella. It was fucking cool. I was digging that. So that was fun. And then we met up, I think the Saturday, Sunday, whatever day, I met up with Daryl and them, and it was okay. Like we kept just meeting up and do random things, but then like we weren't together, so that wasn't too bad. And then I'm going to jump ahead now and go to 2016. So 2016, this is when my best friend wants to come with me, and that's when me and Daryl, Colin, and Graham, his younger brother, we all formed this like fucking crazy good bond. We're just like fucking right good buddies now. So we all agree that we're going to meet down there and fucking do a room together. And the room that we hit up, we thought it was 2 beds. It ends up being 1 bed and a blow-up fucking mattress, and there was no fucking TV. And how we watched TV, we watched on a little fucking someone's Netflix, but we didn't even watch it. We just listened to it, and it was fucking so funny. And then we ended up finding out we were in like the Village too, so it was pretty fucking jokes. And we were just like so far away from Fan Expo, so like our walk was like 4 blocks, maybe 5 blocks in the center, but like, so we were just like in our suits. I think that year I went Green Ranger and SpiderMan, and that was fucking awesome. Being SpiderMan, I couldn't tell you how many photos I got of with people, and photos people probably have of me with their kids, and like them as like just normal people, because like they said I looked legit, so that felt like really fucking good, knowing that like I could pull off a good Spider-Man. So I really like that. And then when I rocked Green Ranger was the next year. Yeah, well, I'm jumping ahead. I'm still in 2016. So yeah, this year was just Spider-Man, and I think I might have done Reverse Flash, or Reverse Flash was maybe the year next year. But anyways, I'm just gonna break it down. So it was Green Arrow, Spider-Man. I had like 3 different Spider-Man costumes. Reverse Flash, because I thought that was pretty fucking badass. I liked the cowl, and then I ended up getting like these different eye glows going. It was pretty cool. And then Power Ranger, Green One. It's pretty ballin'. I get to be Tommy for 1 year. I only did that 1 year because it was just a hassle packing everything up, because I don't want to drive there. I just want to fly there, be like there home in like 40 minutes when I'm done everything, because it's a fucking lot of walking. Like we walk a lot. Like that's the one thing we talk about. We noticed when we went like the first in 2000, like the first next 3 years, we walked around so much, and we didn't eat till like 10 o'clock at night. So if you go, don't pay for that fucking overpriced pizza. Go somewhere before, eat a good breakfast. Make sure you get good water, have some water on you and shit too, and make sure you fucking like eat some lunch too, and supper, get that supper in too, because you'll be walking around all day long if you're in there the whole weekend. So just make sure you're really prepped for everything, having your cash ready and set. So right now I'm going to be trying to talk about all the people I met, just so I can wrap it off, so I'm not going back and forth, because I can't really remember most things. So okay, we're going to go. The 1 year, I think it was 2018, finally, Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, finally is able to come across the borders and come to Canada and go to Fan Expo. I get him, finally meet him. It was awesome. Have photos with him. It was amazing. Rob Schneider too, that was pretty funny. Goku, Chris Sabat, those are voice actors from Dragon Ball Z. Adam West, got to meet him too before he passed away. The first year I went, 2014, shout out, rest in peace. Aquaman, Jason Momoa, Stan Lee, rest in peace. Michael J. Fox. I met Lucio from Overwatch 2. That was just like going with my friend, and like him paying. And I think that was only like $40. And then Robin Lord Taylor, the Penguin, Green Arrow, and yeah, that's pretty much everyone I met. But so now I'm going to talk about, and then you heard all the cosplays, and then I'll talk about the last 2 years. So 2017 and 16 even, we found this one concept art lady. I can't even remember. That sounds pretty weird. She was an artist. She literally like drew up anime like scenes or just like characters that she liked. So we like got a liking to that. So that for last back to back like 3 years we picked up art, and this year my buddy said he got art from her again. So it was like 4 years that we have been there. One of us have been there and got our shit from her. So that's pretty cool. And then like you end up like knowing certain people when you go there. Like fuck, I wish the first year we went there it was crazy. Like I remember getting this one concept art of the Joker, and this guy that we talked to, because he liked my Green Arrow concept, he showed us concept art that we couldn't take pictures of. He worked concept art on the Shredder from the 2014 TMNT, so that was fucking badass. And then he showed us concept art from Star Wars. He could not confirm or say it was for Force Awakens or newer shit. He just said he was working on some Star Wars shit, and like he couldn't like. That was pretty fucking badass. I got a little like insider to that shit, so it was cool. I like that a lot. And that was just like literally just because I like bought his like I think 2 art pieces from him, and like he wasn't even there after that. I wasn't even able to find him after that. The last like 4 years after that. So it kind of sucked. But either way, it was cool like getting that insider. And sometimes you can like if you talk to certain people, like I don't know, you just like. In line, I talked to like multiple people. I remember in Stanley, I think I waited in line for an hour and a half. And like that's the thing, if you're gonna meet someone, if they're not that famous or they are, get ready to wait in line, because sometimes it could be in like 30 minutes or an hour because they're cap line, so you're like waiting sometimes. I remember the Stan Lee one. I think what happened was at 3 o'clock you had to go up to this lady and she'd give you a ticket. This ticket would confirm that you could go in line today and get your signing today. I already bought a ticket that said I could get a signature. It just didn't confirm if I could get it today, tomorrow, or Sunday. So I wanted to get it done that day. So what I did was what you do is you just like walk around the booth. Like so like I told my buddies I'm just like doing circles right now. So pretty much like an hour went by walking around in circles looking at shit, doing the circle checking the lady. No, it's not time yet. Go up to her, she hands me a ticket, okay, boom. But there's already people in like VIP access that have a lineup. And so that shit goes by, it goes like another hour, and it's time to line up. So VIP people get ahead of me, but I have this ticket. So this ticket lets me go ahead of these people who've been waiting in this other line that are VIP for like 4 fucking hours in this line. And it is fucking awesome. So there's like multiple, like people just floating in, trying to get in this line. Like, and it worked. And then like the line was so big they had to wrap people around like because it's all like closed off for Stanley. So you hear people around the other side just fucking bitching and screaming at just like these people that work there, they're pretty much like volunteers. So I couldn't imagine just volunteering there and like just getting reamed the fuck out. Because it happens a lot. Like people are such dicks to you because like half the time they're just like keep walking, don't take pictures, and like people are just telling you to fuck off, and like that's what we do. Like it's like go fuck yourselves, because like so they have this one balcony part when you walk up and go to the next section, and you see all the like the celebrity section, and like that's the best shot to take if you want to get a shot of everything with the telescope. I got multiples, but there's security guards and like just people that say, oh, you just keep walking and keep walking, don't stop, and like that's where people stop and take pictures with other people too, and like everyone just ignores them and tries to tell them to fuck off in a really nice way. So I could imagine working there, like being not working there, but just working there for free. That's fucking bullshit. I couldn't imagine that. I met one guy the first year too. He said it was cool, but he walked by a famous person, can't remember who it was, and then ended up, I guess, he asked for a photo, and then like his publicist guy said he couldn't because he's wearing the Fan Expo shit. So that's why. I don't know if that really sucked for him, I guess. But anyways, I remember the one year I was sitting on this wall where the photo booth is, because there's a photo booth section there and shit where you line up. That's a whole other bullshit too. I don't want to even explain that crap. So I'm standing behind this like thing, pretty much waiting for my buddies to finish talking to this one. I think it was like one of the anime people, and like this is when Harry Potter people were there. So it was the twins, George, Fred, and Ron, and Draco, who I only know as Tom Felton, and then Rupert Grant is Ronald Weasley. I can't remember the other two, like the twins in real actual their names. So my buddies swear, they say, person says Tom, and he's like, yep. So fucking Draco Malfoy walks by me, just quickly walks by me, like no man small, walks to the exit, and they said like, yo dude, he like walked past you, he was awesome, and this is one of those things that you're like, that's fucking sick. But there's a way better experience I'm going to talk about. So 2018 rolls by, and it's literally only me and Graham who go the last year, and we get like some good laughs in. We get a nice like hotel. We meet some good people. Spend a lot of dough, obviously. Get some good stuff. The whole like reason we like going there is like usually to meet voice actors, and if there's like a really cool like celebrity, sometimes we'll go check them out for sure. And concept art, that's what we're down for. We love like the concept art and all that shit. It's our favorite. Any nerdy shit pretty much. And then shoes when we go shopping too. And so we're walking around after like Fan Expo. This isn't even during Fan Expo, let you guys know. So it's 10:30 at night. We're walking around finding somewhere to eat, and we pass A&W like 3 times. So we settle on A&W. We get breakfast, and there's like a bunch of young, like 16-year-olds, like sneaking in beers or drinking, and then like we're just eating our food, almost done, like we're on our phones, chilling, and then we just look at each other and we're like, fuck man, wouldn't it be cool if like we could just see a celebrity like not at Fan Expo, like just in real life, just doing normal shit. And so, not like a minute walks by, the door is open, one guy walks by, and then, so if you guys ever watched, what's he from? Superbad. He's the police officer. He is, wow, I'm gonna choke up right now and say what he's from. Holy fuck, he's in Barry right now. He literally does his own. He's in Saturday Night Live. Bill fucking Hader. I almost said Bill Hader. Bill Hader. Okay, Bill Hader. Bill fucking Hader, everyone. Hader. Saturday Night Live, motherfucker. He was in Hot Rod too. I'm just stumped right now, but it was so amazing. We both see him, we both look at each other like, that's fucking Bill Hader, man. Instantly text his brother, let him know who the fuck we just seen at AW. So we go to the bathroom, talk about what we're gonna do. Okay, we're actually gonna acknowledge that we just seen Bill Hader, and the best way to do it is to let Graham tell him. And last thing you want is to go and ask someone, celebrity, or just someone in general, like, would you want someone to ask you for a photo when you just ordered your shit? So, the least we can do is tell him how fucking awesome he is. So he orders his shit, and he's just like, him and his, like, buddy, and he's a thong guy. He's wearing sandals, too, like, thong sandals, and I got a kick out of that, because I rock thong sandals, too. Good job, Bill Hader. So, I can't remember if I'm saying his last name right. Well, anyways, he's from Superbad, he's from Hot Rod, Saturday Night Live, and a bunch of fucking other good shit. He's in It Part 2. Why am I forgetting that? He was fucking awesome in that. So anyways, my buddy goes up to him after we get out of the bathroom and like just playing out what we're going to say. Goes up to him, taps him, like a nice tap on the back, maybe. Hey man, I just want to say, you're doing a great job, man. Like, your fucking work's awesome, dude. And he's just, oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man. And, like, as we were walking out the door, he's just like, thanks, man. Thanks. Just, like, head bob. It was fucking highlight of the Fan Expo weekend. Didn't need to pay. Paid for the A&W. But we go back the next day for A&W anyways. And then we kind of put 2 and 2 together later. Because I'm pretty sure they filmed It Part 1 in Toronto. And he just got cast in It Part 2 at that time. At that time. I think they were just working through scripts maybe. So we looked at each other. Or who knows. Maybe like, he was going to do other shit there. Or he just lives there. Or he has buddies there. But anyways, it was just trippy. We figured he was doing It Part 2 there, so that was pretty cool. Maybe we got the little, like, a sneak peek that he's in Toronto doing that, so that was pretty sweet. But yeah, that was, like, my big experience. So now we're just going to talk about Fan Expo in general. So, like, you meet a lot of great, nice people there. You meet a lot of, like, shitty people there, too. You will see amazing cosplays. You'll see some fucking funny cosplays. You'll see cosplays that are, like, what the fuck are people doing? You're just like, oh my god, like, straight up, you'll see guys dressed up as Sailor Moon, like, multiple, like, it was really weird the one year. Saturdays are usually Star Wars days, so it's like full of fucking Stormtrooper. Saturdays are like the busiest days. Yeah, it's fucking like, my whole, all in general view, the last few years have kind of gotten like shittier and shittier, just for like the experience wise of like how some people are and shit, and how it's been working out for some stuff. It's just like sucks sometimes, but other times like it's been fucking good. Like I love it. Like, love the feeling of like cosplaying and asking to take a photo of. That's like the greatest feeling ever. I feel like wanted. I just feel like this sense of like, this is maybe what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I don't know, I love it. Like, it's just awesome dressing up as someone else and like pretending to be someone else. You get like multiple like little, like, people think that it's, I don't know if other people, like, I like it. It's fucking sweet. Like, certain things, like, I love nerd stuff, so like, it was just felt like being at home. Like the first 3 years, it felt awesome. Like, I took a break this year, might go back next year, so it might just depend what the lineup is gonna be. And it was, I don't know, like, my experience and everything for it, like, it was Toronto, so it's Toronto, like, you're going to Toronto, so just get ready for anything pretty much when you're going there. I don't know, make sure you're just ready for anything. I'm trying to think right now, like, some things that have been happening lately with like Fan Expo. I think it's been like a lot of like people that get paid that are just like community hours and shit. They're just like, they don't know anything, so when people ask them shit, like, they don't know fucking anything half the time. So like, don't ask them anything, like, just fucking just try and go with the flow and shit. Like, panels aren't that bad. I'm pretty sure. I don't really go in a panel. I haven't even been in a panel. It's because like my span's not that, like, my time span's not that long. Like, I usually just watch a video of it like the next weekend and just check it out like in a brief like 20 minutes instead of like sitting there for an hour and like listening to people ask like questions and shit. Like, that's cool and everything, but I don't really think it might be for me. Like, I don't know, I haven't really experienced it yet, so maybe I'll do that next time I go. Yeah, I really love to cosplay when I go there. The artist alleyway is pretty much my favorite thing about it. Just like all the artwork, all the comics you get to see, and just like money. You're spending money when you go there. Everything, it has a price on it, that's for sure. I can't even like explain. So you're paying like, you could pay $125 for your ticket. You could, depends who you want to meet. There could be 6 people you want to see today, and that could easily total up to $600 maybe, like, depending. So I remember seeing some like photo op things. You could have a photo with Adam West and Burt Ward. I think it was for like $950 fucking dollars, I think, and that's scandalous. I don't know. I just think the whole like, and then it's funny. So if they don't make enough money, like if they don't sign enough shit and like make enough money and sign off, they have to do their signature quota. So they'll have to sign it, and then next year they'll have like a stack of like their signatures, and there's like a circular like table that have just like celebrities that were there from the past years with their signatures. So like, that's why like shit's there. So it's funny to see that, to know that actually. And it's just like, I think Michael J. Fox's was $250. Stanley's was $250. Most of the voice actors I met was $40, but I got them to sign. I got like Chris Sabat to sign like 3 things, so it was like $140. Same with like Green Ranger Tommy. I think I dropped like $200 on him, I think, when I met him, and that's just like how it goes. Oh yeah, I met the Wasp too. I can't even say her name. Of Angelique Lilly, I think her name is. She's a Canadian actor from Lost and Ant-Man and the Wasp. She is from Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings. She's a hot elf in it. She falls in love with the dwarf. I'm trying to remember. She's in the Jungle Book from the 1994 live action. I highly recommend checking that one out. It's fucking awesome. I'll probably do a review on that later on and just talk about all the Jungle Books later on too, but we're not talking about that. So yeah, I met her, and that was like, I think $70. And Game of Thrones. She's from Game of Thrones. She's Cersei, that crazy fucking bitch. Holy shit. Oh, is that the... I can't remember. I think that's all the people I met. See, guys, there's so many... Like, I met fucking Jason Mewes, too. Snoochie Boochie, the guys from Clerks. Him and, like, Silent Bob. Not Silent Bob. I didn't meet Silent Bob. If I would have met Silent Bob, that would have been a fucking amazing achievement for me, I feel like. But Jason Mewes is pretty awesome. Snoochie Boochie. I got a bunch of pictures with him. Rob Schneider. And the voice actor of Batman from the animated Batman series too, Kevin I think I might butcher his last Conroy or Connery. He voiced like a few of the Batman animated movies. The Arkham Knight series, Batman, he voiced that, and all the Batman animated series from like the 90s that you probably watched as a kid, which were fucking awesome too. I'm gonna do one on that too. And he did the old school voice of Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond too. And he's gonna be the actual live action version of him too, as Old Man Bruce Wayne, and an Infinite Crisis on Earth in the Flash, Arrow, Black Lightning, Supergirl, DC Legends, big crossover event that I'll probably do, and that'll be like I think 5 or 4 episode event. But anyways, guys, I'm kind of like just rambling on about my Fan Expo experience. So in general, going with my friends, I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10, just how much fun I always have and everything. But the experience of like just some other people there, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. Cosplay stuff that happened there, it's cool. Like it's an 8 out of 10. Like a lot of cool shit happens there. Like you have to always be looking around because you could miss some good fucking cosplays. Like there's a lot of good ones that are out there. Like a lot of custom made. Like people do like fucking 500 hours on like their fucking suits. I just buy my shit. Like I'm too fucking. I don't have the hands. I don't have the patience to fuck up and try and get better as I go. Like I can't do that. I can't do that. So anyways, this is the end of my review, guys. I hope you like it. Hope this incites you for what Fan Expo Toronto will bring you if you decide to go. So don't forget, you're spending lots of money. Deodorant, spray yourself. It's stinky. Stay hydrated. Eat. Sit down too. Your feet will be killing you. Wear comfortable shoes, breathable clothing, and remember, and cosplay is not consent. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. This is Two Reviews signing out.